All right, guys. Welcome to Traffic Jam. I'm gonna get right to it. Yeah, I'm a little late. I know I should have done this in the morning, but I was running a little late. But this is sooner or later. I'm just gonna talk about today is very interesting, and this been going on a lot. Is Braun Breaker is wasted in WWE, and I mean like wasted his momentum, and tell you why that this guy could be, well, the momentum could be gone for good. Now, I will do a very careful segment on this one because it needs to be said, man. Braun Breaker, the and he's part of the Steiner family with Rick and Scott Steiner. If everybody knows, the Steiner brothers, when they were tag team champions in the WWE and WCW. And Rick did his own thing. Scott Steiner is the most well-known guy as Big Bubba Pump. Holla if you hear me. Um, is in that lineage, and you get the idea. Braun Breaker is a interesting guy on the roster in WWE, and it's pretty telling to me that this man has all the tools to be the top guy, and he has the look, he has the athleticism, and he's a beast in the ring, man. It's just I just feel like him having that match with Seth Rollins and steel cage match and Nine of Champions, um, beat him clean in the finisher is the reason why that he is not gonna get the momentum that he is. Because I understand Obafemi is the guy, and you want to protect him at all costs, man. But Braun Breaker is no spring chicken as it is, and him being in the Vision as the tag team champions, with Austin Theory and the rest of them, with Logan Paul and Maxine, not Maxine Dupree, Maxine as their manager now moving forward as the third wheel in this group, man. It's sad that this man, and I understand he had an injury earlier um this year, and it did put him a setback, is he has the Steiner name as it is. And I always talk about Triple H, the game, that damn good, the Cerebral Assassin CCO, the company, is look in the mirror as if you have the lineage name of Steiner, and you know what happened with Scott Steiner, uh, what he did with Sammy McMahon when SmackDown. Everybody's gotta watch that segment, man. It was pretty telling to me. Is has sour grapes about that still to this day. I still believe he has that to this day. And I understand he's like 28, 29 years old. He's still young. But at the same time, man, it's just like, how can you not use this guy right now as it is? And he has everything. In his mic skills, I know when he did a firing promo against CM Punk at that time and Raw on Netflix, and then he has that match, and then CM Punk never put him over, is the reason why that he may not get over at all, as long as he's in WWE. And I know his run at NXT was a diamond in the rough because this man is a beast in the making. You can use him. You can put any place in there. I just feel like he's just not used properly as it is. And everybody think he's overrated. He's not ready. He needs more time in the ring. And I was like, dude, at the same time, man, you got guys that's over 40 years old. And I've just been saying this. Anybody that's on the top guys right now, they should be putting over the young guys just to bring the business into the next era. But it's just like they're keeping with these nostalgia as like they're gonna bring freaking Big Cass out of the freaking grave right now. No pun intended, but like we seen what Big Cass has done. And I always says he's the great, and this is what Jim Cornette says, and to this day, he's a great value Kevin Nash, bro. If everybody knows Kevin Nash, Big Diesel. And that's the comparison they gave him. And I couldn't get over that. I think that really like Jim Cornette buried that dude in one sentence, man. But back to Braun Breaker, man. they could use him right now as a top guy. You can put him in any place, but it's just that creative right now. It's just making him put him in the group to make him be protected. But it's just like he's having a feud with Oscar and Otis, um, doing that portrayal with Maxine Dupree, aka Maxine now, doing a and I'm not saying Otis is like Strauss Chicken is, but it's just like he's a comedian, man. He really is, and Braun Breaker is better than that, man. He's better than all those guys in, except for Logan Paul. Because if I'm the WWE, I would push Logan Paul to the moon. I understand the man is not ready, but I think they should be a champion. That's just my opinion. But back to Braun Breaker once again. They better put him damn over as it is, whether they like it or not, because you can't race this guy's momentum. I understand you got other players involved, but it's just they don't use him properly. It's just that Braun Breaker is that guy. You can put him anywhere. You can put him like in a field. He can be a babyface or a heel, man. Or you can make him a betweener. But it just seems like they use these top guys that they have right now. Currently CM Punk, currently freaking Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and the rest of them. And the Usos, man, and the Bloodline still going on. I wish they would just stop this, and they just could just build the new stars like the Overfame that's they're currently right now. Javon Vance, who got beaten for that gauntlet match for the Intercontinental Championship. Trick Williams that's on his own, and Braun Breaker is one of those guys. But it's just like they just keep honing on nostalgia acts. I just don't get it. I just don't understand what they're not doing with this guy. Because this guy has everything that you want in a wrestler. Not only just a wrestler, but as a performer, as it is. But it's just that when you have that Steiner name in that lineage, it's just like it's people are gonna scratch their heads in the back, man. And I just don't get it, man. And Braun Breaker could be booked as the top guy in that company. I just hate that he's in this position. He should be over. He's already over with his roof, all that. Like it's just like they're afraid to release it. It's like they do these long ass storytelling, but it's just like I'll give you an example, man. Randy Orton, man, of all people, learned from Triple H, Ric Flair, and Batista. Those guys that, well, Batista was at the same time with Randy, but Triple H and Ric Flair learned from those guys, man. And he was like 22, 23 years old, man. And he was getting over already because he was in the group Evolution in those days, man. And it's just, and I'm not comparing him to Randy Orton and I wish they could pass the torch to Randy Orton to Braun Breaker, because they do have a lenient history with the family that's in the business, but it seems like they just don't want to use this guy. They want to keep him safe. They want to keep him conservative as it is. And it's sad that he's with the division now. I understand he's a tag team champion, but it's just like the tag team division has been poorly booked, man, because it seems like it's just been stale and stale and stale every week. And so, yeah, Braun Breaker, his momentum has been wasted as it is. Now, I may be over exaggerating the Braun Breaker is wasted in WWE. I'm just seriously just trying to say that you got to use this guy as it is, because, you know, it's like, I don't know what WWE is doing, man. It's just like they live in these nostalgia acts as it is. They really are, man. They really are. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I understand that Braun Breaker is a young man in the older man's game. It's just that the wrestling business as it is just so broken down as it is. And I always say this, WWE Unreal was a mistake when they put that out. It just lost its disbelief as it is on that company. And I understand they did Beyond the Mat, but it was just, I understand Beyond the Mat, but I let that slide because it's just like, okay, they gave some insight on the business, but they didn't show a lot. But it's just Unreal shows everything in that show, man. And maybe that's what is Braun Breaker's run into, is that he's not that like a yes man to it. It's just like he's falling in line, man. I think he needs to speak up because he can learn from his father and his uncle, who learned the business as well. Because they had to go through a lot of things, and they had to put up with Triple H at that time. And I'm talking about Scott Steiner had to put up with him a lot. Because I think he can beat him in the shoot. And I'm talking about Scott Steiner to this day. He can beat him in the shoot, in our arm wrestle. Because those guys were real wrestlers. Like Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner were actual wrestlers, like technician as wrestlers. And it's just that it's just frustrating. And Bron Breakker is from that play. He did play football as it is, so it's what are they not doing, man? Like it's just frustrating that they're not using this guy right now. Now they'll just saving him for the long term book, but it's just like, man, you better strap this guy on this. But you'll put like freaking Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso that I'm getting tired of. Not using Jimmy a little bit enough. I heard that the Usos are not favorable when they do those fans get along, but I'm hearing about that. I'm hearing about that's about CM Punk as it is, but that's another video, another day. I'm just telling about Bron Breakker. This guy has all the tools to be a star, but I don't think people think they don't think he's a star. They think they just feel like he needs to wait and wait. No, man, they gotta use him right now, man. Because if you use this if you don't use his momentum right now, it'll be dissipated and gone forever. It will be, man. Bron Breakker is wasting in WWE, and if I was him, I would just speak up as like, hey man, and he has been saying that he hasn't been happy with creative, man. So it tells you everything you know what's going on. If you're having problems with creative, man, you got a whole nother issue coming, man. Yeah, man, Bron Breakker, just speak up and just to protect your character, man. Just do that, man. Just do it and wreak havoc on these guys. Do it. Thank y'all for tuning in.